But I am not prepared to play fast and loose with the national debt in pursuit of low taxes. David and I are fiscal conservatives. When I reduce taxes, when this party reduces taxes, I want those reductions to last. Before we can cut taxes, we have to stop taxes rising. The whole country is having to tighten its belt and save money. So too should their government. In the private sector, when times are tough, you take out the overheads. The consultants are sent packing and the advertising budget is cut. Government should do the same. We're going to put a cap on Labour's wasteful consultancy and advertising bills. And we're going to do that so that we can make this announcement to you today. The country may not be able to afford upfront tax cuts because borrowing is too high. But families facing the squeeze cannot afford tax rises either. So we're going to go into partnership with local councils. If they find matching savings in their town hall, we will give them these savings from Whitehall. I can tell you today that the next Conservative government will freeze your council tax for at least 2 years. Every council tax bill of every family in every council that takes part will be frozen. Instead of council tax bills that rise year after year under Labour, millions of families will get help at the time that they need it most. Conservatives will not leave people to struggle with the credit crunch alone. We will not walk on by. That is not what Conservatives do. We will help families cope with this crisis. And we will help the country plan for recovery. Throughout this week, you will hear from our team about the education reforms we will make, the welfare changes we will introduce, the parts of the country we're going to bring together by high-speed rail, so that you don't just have world-class financial services, but world-beating manufacturing too. Gordon Brown had 10 years to do these things, but he didn't. He really thinks, really thinks, that his problem with the British people is that he's too serious, that he doesn't smile enough. He just doesn't get it. Being too serious isn't his problem. His problem is that he promised prudence and then spent and borrowed his way into a record budget deficit. His problem is that he promised fairness and then so cynically posed as a tax cutter on the backs of the poorest with that 10p tax rise. His problem is that he promised dignity in retirement and then his first act was to raid the pots of those who had saved for their pension. His problem is that he told us, like some Old Testament prophet, that he alone had abolished the economic cycle. His problem is that through his hubris and his arrogance, he left Britain so badly prepared when the cycle turned. Gordon Brown told us he had ended stop-go. No more boom and bust, he promised. Well, now the boom is over and the bust has come, and the message to Gordon Brown from the British people is simple: stop, go. If this country is to get out of this economic mess, then for the first time in his career, he's going to have to confront his mistakes. And for the first time, he's going to have to stop dithering. And for the first time, he's going to have to listen to the hard-working people of this country. Well, Mr. Brown, when it comes to leading and listening and understanding, you know, I believe in apprenticeships, but this is no time for a novice. So we offer the country change. Change from Labour's age of irresponsibility to a new Conservative age of responsibility. And that brings me to my last truth. It's a truth that I profoundly believe in, something that motivates me in all I do in politics. I believe that the best years of this country lie ahead, not behind. I believe that our future will be better than our past. I've talked to you today about the problems that we face because I want us to have our eyes open. Before us lies a tough task. Before us lies difficult decisions. We have shown the courage to face up to those in government before, and we will show the same courage again. But I want to tell you something else. I want to tell you what makes our party great. In this Conservative Party, we are optimists who never stop being realists. We are revolutionaries who never stop being pragmatic. We dare to dream, but we never run away from the day-to-day. We are idealists who never have our head in the sand. Be in no doubt, a hard road lies ahead of us. But that hard road leads over the horizon. And over the horizon will be Britain, strong again, prosperous again, confident again, proud again. So join us on this journey, for we have work to do and a future to build. Thank you very much. Thank you.